Have you ever noticed how some people seem to love being alone? They go on solo walks, eat alone, spend hours in silence, and they're perfectly fine with it. No group chats, no constant plans, just peace. To some, that looks lonely, but to others, it's freedom. So here's the question. Why do some people actually prefer being alone? Is it introversion, avoidance, or something deeper in their psychology? Stick with me until the end, because the answer reveals a lot more about strength than sadness. For some, the reason starts with exhaustion, social exhaustion. You see, not everyone recharges by being around others. In psychology, this is linked to introversion, where the brain loses energy from too much external stimulation and regains it in solitude. For these people, silence isn't empty. It's a reset button. It's how they recover from a world that never stops talking. But there's another side to it, emotional safety. Some people prefer being alone not because they dislike others, but because they've been hurt by them. Maybe they grew up feeling misunderstood or surrounded by conflict, judgment, or pressure to please. Over time, the mind learns that peace often lives in isolation. Psychologists call this protective withdrawal, when solitude becomes a form of emotional self-defense. It's not about fear, it's about preservation. Then, there's a third layer, self-sufficiency. These are the people who've built a strong inner world. They don't need noise or company to feel alive because they've learned to be enough on their own. In psychology, this relates to self-determination theory, the idea that true fulfillment comes from autonomy, competence, and internal stability. They've realized something powerful. Peace is not found in a crowd, but in clarity. And they've chosen clarity. People who prefer solitude often have higher levels of self-awareness. They reflect, analyze, and understand their emotions instead of running from them. They think deeply about life, purpose, and meaning. That's why their conversations feel heavier, not because they're sad, but because they see through small talk. They crave connection, yes, but not with everyone. Only with those who feel real. Still, there's a misconception that people who like being alone are lonely. But loneliness and solitude aren't the same thing. Loneliness is a lack of connection. Solitude is the presence of peace. One drains you, the other restores you. And the difference is all about choice. Those who choose to be alone often find beauty in the stillness. They enjoy hearing their own thoughts, feeling their emotions, and existing without performance. They don't need to post their quiet to prove it. They live it. Of course, being alone too much can become isolating. Humans still need some form of connection. But for the emotionally mature, solitude isn't an escape, it's maintenance. It's where they process, heal, and reconnect with themselves before facing the world again. So the next time you see someone sitting alone at a cafe, walking in silence, or spending Friday night with music and their thoughts, don't assume sadness. Sometimes, that's what inner peace looks like. Because for them, alone doesn't mean lonely. It means finally me. If this resonated with you, hit subscribe. We explore the kind of psychology that helps you understand yourself, not just others.